Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by the wonderful Felix.
It's me!
And the stupendous Xeon.
What a day. What a day for a direct.
I know. Now, if you've been living under a rock, then you may not know that a Nintendo Direct has just happened, and we are going to sit down, although I am technically standing, and we're going to give you our thoughts about it. It's a format that works, and it's a format we will repeat in the future. So, we're going to kick things off with, they opened up quite strangely on another look at Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Which,
Yeah.
Whoopee! You know, I don't want to set the tone or anything too much, but it was a bit like, do we really need another look at Luigi's Mansion 2 HD? Because it's coming out, when is it coming out?
I think it's June.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, is it
27th
that?
of
Oh,
June.
I think I'm getting it confused with Paper Mario or something like that. But either way, I feel like it's just a remake, you know? Do we really need to see... I mean, there wasn't even a thing... I mean, they had that new, like, what was it, like, Scaremore? I think it's meant to be like Scare and Armor together. It's just like an easy mode. But, you know, as far as I can tell, that was it. I'm not hugely familiar with Luigi's Mansion 2. Was there anything else there that was new?
I'm not sure. Funny enough, I've only played Luigi's Mansion 1 and 3. So I have no idea what to
Same as me.
expect from this game. Yeah.
Excited for this one.
I mean, it's the Scaremore mode, though, like, I appreciate that, because not that Luigi's Mansion 1 was tough, but I definitely like a more relaxed game, and Nintendo, they love those easy modes, so I suppose that's fine.
They do. I think I'd prefer it if you didn't have to have Luigi, like, actually have, like, the costume change. Because it's just...
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, it just looks a bit goofy to me.
Yeah. It's like Link with that outfit in Twilight Princess where he, like,
Yeah.
the Rupee outfit or whatever. It's so silly.
Absolutely is.
But guys, the next one though,
Oh.
it's something that we were all hoping for, but not exactly like
Not
this.
like this.
Well, hey, at least you'll be able to, like, live the childhood feeling, Felix, of playing Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
I mean, I'm excited.
Like on the
Yeah.
GameCube. Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, this is, I mean, we've been saying for ages that, they need to bring, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess over. But yeah, I just didn't want them to bring it over like this. It just, like, I get when it comes to, like, video game preservation, having, like, the quote-unquote original version. I mean, you could argue that this isn't because, it's been upscaled, but that's all they've done.
Yeah.
It's just the GameCube version. If it was like a double pack and you could choose between the original and the HD, I would feel better. But
I mean, there were a lot of people that, like, didn't like the bloom or, like, the lighting elements in the Wii U version. So I guess, like, maybe there will be a lot of people out there that are happy that this is just the GameCube release instead. But yeah, it turns out Nintendo didn't like that either. So it's very strange.
No, but this isn't the worst part. This looks like to be starting a trend, maybe, because there's only a code in the box. What the hell?
yeah,
From Nintendo, especially, right?
yeah, like I get it from, like, you get cheaper companies doing it, absolutely. And I don't agree with it, but, you just sort of accept it. But come on, like, it's the sort of thing where I suppose it's fine to just own it digitally. But don't bother with a physical if you're not going to do an actual physical.
Exactly.
Did you guys see, though, that they're releasing a physical special edition, which I suppose won't even have a cartridge in it, but it will have a replica Tingle Tuner that you can put a Game Boy Advance in.
I am.
It doesn't.
That I am pretty excited about, though. I think that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does look nice. The PR email says it doesn't do anything, but it'll make a cool prop on your shelf.
Doesn't do anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a collector's edition. You're just meant to collect it. Yeah.
Nintendo, this is stupid.
But no, sorry. It doesn't. The GBA, like, it allows the GBA to interface with the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No. You can put your GBA in the Tingle Tuner, and then, like, the buttons don't even push in the Tingle Tuner. They're just, like, plastic solid. It's just a mold.
For God's sake. Like,
I'm happy to be right. Hey, and maybe they'll change it. Maybe if we complain enough, maybe they'll listen.
I mean, they're not
but I
going
agree.
to, are
This
they?
is-
Come
yeah.
on. It's
a
going to
good
be
point.
too far down the line now, because this is coming out in, what was it, May?
Oh, is it that soon? Oh, that's awesome. Well, pre-orders are probably already sold out anyways, so we don't even have to worry about it.
Bully for that.
Yeah, we're gonna eat good GameCube ports in May.
Yeah, no kidding.
Something really weird also is why they didn't do Mario Party Superstars DLC, because they're doing a complete sequel. I mean, I'm stoked to see more.
Yeah.
We finally getting new boards, and we're actually getting 8 new boards in this one from the GameCube and Wii era. They're actually stepping it up. It's really, really nice to see because, man, the first one, it was lacking with boards. It only had 5 boards, so
Yeah.
at least there we're seeing some improvements. But still, Nintendo, this could have easily been DLC. It looks like there's a few new characters, a few new boards, but overall it looks pretty much the same. I don't know what you guys think about it.
Yeah, you guys, did you notice any, like, if they're incorporating any new mini games or anything in this? Because I'm not like a die-hard Mario Party fan, so it all just kind of looks a little samey to me, but...
Yeah, I didn't notice any new ones, but, you know, I don't, like you, I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge, so there could be some new stuff in there.
Sure.
The weird thing was that there was some new ones. I think they're still recycling some, which makes this even more bizarre.
Okay.
Like I could see some where, for example, you were running around and giving that letter to the Shy Guy. That was there, but then we had a new one where they're jumping from this airplane down and you have to
What?
catch as many these crocodile. It was really weird.
I mean, I don't wish to be too particular, but they were gremlins, weren't they? Not crocodiles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I completely missed what they were called.
I just have to
I
flex
couldn't
my
remember.
DK knowledge. I always like it.
Yeah, no worries, Alex,
I
no
always like it
worries.
when they bring DK enemies over. There were also some few minor announcements. We're not going to go through them in any great detail, but we do want to be comprehensive at least. So we had Ramsbottom's Mystical Journey. Arcade Archives is doing War of the Worlds, which is kind of interesting. Party Penguins DX Deluxe, which
That actually looks really fun.
it does. I don't know. I wish we,
I'm a little nervous about the age rating on that Party Penguins game, though, because that it takes things a little far in the Nintendo trailer, but it's fine. It'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be all right, I mean, it was only a sizzle reel, so maybe we'll, I don't know, see more. There was Metroid Prime 4 as well. And then they moved on, and we finally got the announcement that Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to Switch.
Yes!
But it seems to be a theme with this Direct. It's the Cloud Edition, so it's not...
Yeah.
I mean, they know what they're doing with that name.
You can't make this up. Like, you're totally right. Like, they knew that naming convention was there. Square Enix isn't strangers to Cloud Editions. They did it with Kingdom Hearts, with Hitman when they had that franchise for a while, and we've joked about this so much before in the past.
Yeah.
But here it is. But maybe, like, it does give me hope that, well, no, actually, that kind of destroys it. Like, I was going to say, well, maybe when the Switch successor will have, like, the full meaty game that you can have on your system, but no, I don't think so. I don't think we're getting a rebirth either at this point.
I am just, honestly, I'm just kind of sick and tired of Cloud Editions, to be brutally honest. It just feels very, I don't want to use the term lazy, because that's not fair on the developers, and you know that it's not the developers' decision. But, sort of in 5-10 years' time, are we going to be able to play this? I genuinely don't think so. As soon as the servers go off, boom, the game is gone. And that's just, I mean, it's bad for video game preservation. And also, to be honest, I've tried a couple of these Cloud Editions and I've got pretty decent internet, and the experience just isn't up to snuff, in my personal opinion.
No, they always very laggy, and I honestly don't know why they do. I mean, people must be buying them, but I really don't like it. It seems like just a cash grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Persona 3 Reload. Well, I finished it now, but I was playing it through like the cloud streaming service or whatever. Yeah, I would play on my phone a little bit, and it was nice to have that cloud feature. But I always knew, kind of like you were saying, Alex, like I always knew that I had the game owned on my system at home, so it felt fine. But yeah, when you're just streaming something that you pay a lot of money for, it's really lame that this is the route they took. But I guess, hey, remakes on Switch, so that's cool, I guess.
The next one isn't a Cloud Edition, though.
No, it's true. I think you may have skipped something in the notes, because the next game was Twin Death, which was a shmup. I assume you're not wrong by saying it's not a Cloud Edition. But anyway,
I was really banking on that.
that's okay. And then we got a look at Whoops, That's My Trousers. Final Permutation, which I'm surprised it's taken them this long to put on Switch. And then we got Sunshine Lagoon, which is it's another farming sim, obviously, But
Yeah, not to be confused with Mario Sunshine, obviously. either.
no, absolutely. And what else isn't to be confused with with the Super Mario Sunshine? What a transition is the next game, which was Ring Fit Road Racing, which, my God, what the hell is this? Like, okay, you know, cards on the table time. We've known about this for a little bit because Xeon was actually able to go over and play it. It was last week, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's always that recent sort of a thing. So we had to stay hush hush about it. But yeah, it's crazy that they're not doing just like a standard Ring Fit 2, but they're collaborating with the company Peloton, who makes like road bikes for at home racing or riding. But yeah, this is gonna be like an online multiplayer road biking game where you can like race around or just like casually ride with your friends, cheer them on through with work or in workouts. And it's still an RPG, so you're still going to be fighting enemies because the bikes themselves, they'll have STI shifters, which are built into the handlebars of the bike, and you can actually use those to like change direction or move your cursor and pick what you're going to be fighting, and it's crazy. So like you were saying, I actually got to go play this last week, and I'm going to send you guys this right now since we didn't get shown much footage in the direct. I asked, and they said that I couldn't take any video of the screen or of the bike, but they let me film myself while I was riding on one of the bikes. So I have this video here of just me showing, like, you can see how excited I am to be playing this game in person.
That's a very specific. That's very specific that they would let you film yourself but nothing else.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I thought this is the least I can do, right? I can at least give you guys a face cam of my see, like, there I am. You knew I was there then. It's look, I'm dancing around, I'm grooving, I'm having a good time.
Then we got Super Farming Simulator 1998, which I really don't know where they're going with that one. Minions goofing off, but then we've beaten around the bush long enough. Big reason for this direct, Super Mario Odyssey 2. It is finally happening, and presumably with the Switch 2 coming out this year, I never dreamed that they would do a direct sequel like this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Honestly, I didn't think they were doing this.
Well, I suppose with how little they've shown off, maybe there is potential that it'll come to both, or maybe it'll just be compatible with both. But this really seemed like the sort of thing, like, they just got done releasing Mario Wonder. That felt like a kind of a great way to kind of cap off the Switch as a whole. And now it just proves that the Switch is not dead. There's so much life left in it. What was your favorite part, do you think, of this Mario Odyssey 2 reveal, though? Even the little we've seen.
I think probably DK being playable. That was really
God, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to be boring and say the same thing because I loved Odyssey, don't get me wrong, but every moment I was playing it, I just wanted to play as DK, and I know I'm not alone in that fact.
I kid you not, too. The last costume that I've used on or the costume that I used the most when I played Mario Odyssey was the Diddy Kong costume. so actually being able to play as a real Kong in this universe is going to be really nice. Just having like the movement system and everything. I hope Diddy and Dixie eventually make it into the game too, and that this doesn't like nix the idea of that team making a 3D Donkey Kong game. But maybe this is going to be like a Metal Gear Solid thing where like you play half the game as Donkey Kong instead of Mario.
Maybe
Mario gets captured by something. I don't know.
I don't know whether you guys noticed. I think it was like it was just like a little bit of text at the bottom, and it's in the PR email as well. But this game is going to include the entirety of Super Mario Odyssey, like the original, as well.
Okay.
Which is a little bit weird. I don't know why.
Did they say that in the trailer? I completely missed that.
I think it was just like, it just said like includes Super Mario Odyssey or something like that, and I don't know. It's just a weird choice. But what's even weirder is the fact that it's going to be a different game in Japan. Like, this was only in the Japanese direct.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's-
Okay. Wait.
You can't
What?
just drop that, Alex.
I assumed you guys had seen it. But yeah,
No.
in the Japanese direct. Well, you always seem to find out about Mother 3 before me, so I thought I'd watch the Japanese one as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a different game. It's basically the first game, but it's like remixed. So like there are instances. It looks a lot harder, to be fair. And there's going to be like wind effects and stuff like that on various levels. Yeah, it just looks a lot harder. But it is still basically just Super Mario Odyssey 1 with like things in different places and stuff like that. I don't know. It seems really weird, but that seems to be what they're going for.
So I'm watching this back now, and you're not kidding. This really looks like a completely it's not the same game at all. Why are they doing this?
This is so weird.
I don't know. I mean,
Kind of like the Super Mario The Lost Levels. I don't know.
Is that what they're trying to do here?
I mean, you know, with the whole being harder thing, you know, in Japan it was the second Super Mario Bros. Game, so maybe they're playing off.
Was
that.
it really? That's insane. I had no idea.
Wait, is that not real?
yeah,
No,
sorry,
I'm
I'm
just-
trying
I'm-
so
I'm-
hard to
Oh,
stop
okay,
myself
okay,
from
okay.
giggling. Because that's exactly
playing
what
the
I'm
fool
going
now.
for.
I'm sorry, Felix. Honestly, that could be where the video ends. Honestly, too, is just us laughing and just like, but it didn't click for me, Alex. It really, by the way, it really didn't click that that's what you were going for until like you started describing the wind. And I was just like,
Oh, happy April Fool's Day, everyone.
Oh yes, this was very fun. Yeah, unfortunately no direct. Sorry about that, everyone. Whoopsie.
If you like this video, we're very sorry. But why don't you check out that subscribe button and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Oh, thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.
hey, at least Doug Bowser acknowledged Mother 3. He doesn't like it, but he was up there.